I thought I had herpes, and Kink actually helped me through that process. So it was 2023. I was having a girls' night with my best friend when I got a call from a guy that I had been involved with almost a year prior. And he texted me and he's like, "Hey, when's the last time you got tested?" And I honestly wasn't thinking anything of it because I regularly get tested. And I think like just before that, I either had gotten tested like that day or like a couple of days before. So I'm just like, I just got tested. I'm good. And then he's like, okay, because the girl that I'm involved with right now just tested positive for herpes, and you are the last person I had sex with, and I don't know if I gave it to her or she gave it to me, but I'm waiting to get tested. So then it dawned on me that herpes is not something that they regularly test you for. Like you have to ask for a herpes test. So you have to ask for a full panel test. That's why it's so important to get tested I like to get tested every 3 to 6 months, but I would say get tested at least twice a year, whether you are sexually active or not, because many STDs and STIs can go undetectable for several weeks to months to years. So I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe this. So mind you, it's Juneteenth weekend. So it's like he texts me after 5 p.m. on a Friday. Everything's going to be closed on a Monday. So I'm like really freaking out and I don't know what to do. So this also happened at the same time that I was starting my dominatrix journey and I was learning about kink and BDSM. And I attended this event on a Monday, on Juneteenth Monday, where it was a bunch of us in the park and we were just getting to know each other and we're like cuddling and people had brought different kink instruments. So I had noticed that somebody was playing with rope and I had asked if I could be tied next. So the person tied my legs, and then they offered to tie my arms. And originally, they tied my arms behind my head, and then they asked me, am I comfortable? And honestly, I was not comfortable. I was very uncomfortable. But for whatever reason, I lied and said that I was. And thankfully, that person was present in that moment and could read my energy and said, no, you're not. And then they retied my arms in front of me and then asked me if they could hug me. And they sat behind me and hugged me, and I just melted. And that was the first time that I had felt calm and safe since I had got that call. So then fast forward to, all right, the next day I go to get tested, but now I have to wait at least a week to get my results. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, like, do I have herpes? Like, I don't think I've ever been tested for herpes. Oh my God, like, who am I going to have to call? Like, I'm spiraling. And so then I go to another kink event later that week and I'm watching somebody flog somebody. And I love flogging. I love impact play. And then I volunteered to bottom for it. And the moment that flogger hit me, it was like I transported to a car wash. As odd as it sounds, I just pictured myself sitting in a car wash. And again, I felt this enormous sense of calm wash over me. And in that moment, I realized that kink and BDSM is not always the crazy weird shit that we see, like the shock value shit that we see on the internet. For a lot of people, it is so therapeutic because it requires you to be present in the moment and present in your body and to feel the sensations. And of course, that can be very scary. So that's why there's so many different layers of like the importance of consent, the importance of negotiation, the importance of boundaries. But for a lot of people, it's not just this kinky, sexy shit. It really is healing and therapeutic. And I'm happy to say that I got my test results back and your girl does not have herpes.